Yay! And we are live. Hello, everybody, and good morning to everybody in Europe and UK and this part of the world, and maybe good afternoon for people in Taiwan and people in the States, maybe not is awake yet. So today I am with beautiful Ida. Hello.
Hello.
Hey. And we are going to talk about access energy pools. And actually, Ida was asking me a question before we start the live, and I was like, "How about you ask that question on the live? Would you like to
Yes,
ask the
sure.
question?" Yeah.
Because for your next energy pool, there you added a question like, "Are you handicapping yourself to fit into the rat race?" And I couldn't understanding really because I went visual and I was like, "How do you keep cutting your arms while still trying to run as we are running every day to reach whatever we desire?"
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, "Oh, that's a brilliant question." And actually, that's like it doesn't make sense, and at the same time, like for me it does make sense because like we cut like how many parts and pieces, like that's what I'm gonna ask all of you, like you cut to be normal, like how much that you eliminate to eliminate the capacities that you have because other people don't have that. And actually that's exactly what we're doing, is handicapping ourselves to make sure that we fit in, that we don't go too much out of the box. And I know that was one of the things that I dynamically did. I wanted to, I didn't want to make anybody around me uncomfortable. I didn't want to make them feel bad. So if I have anything that was, I'm gonna say like greater than what they were willing to be, I would just go, nope, I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna choose that. And that was where I was trying to fit in, and nothing in my life was working because I was not using all of these natural capacities that I had and other people didn't. And my question is, what capacities that you have that was made wrong, that was judged, so you decided that you would never be that and you would never choose that?
And in trying not to be unfair to others, we are being unfair to ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, and the question is, does it even work? Like when you are diminishing you, like it's like you are a Ferrari, and then you come across to a Fiat, like an old model Fiat, and it's going slow, and you're like, oh, like if I go too fast now, it's gonna feel bad, but does it change that Fiat is Fiat and you are a Ferrari? But we are acting like we're a Fiat when we are a Ferrari. And one of the things that I know, like when you are willing to be that difference, like either two things occurs. Either people separate from you, they go, This is too much, you are too much, and I'm gonna separate from you." Or there's people come up and go, "Hey, like, what are you doing? Like, this is amazing." And you actually start to inspire people for a different possibility. And that's one of the possibility that I would love to invite you all with this Access Energy Pools that I am doing, to like come together for 21 days so we can start to first of all weed out all of these point of views, all of these lies that you bought, that you have been growing in your garden for a very, very, very long time, and then really start to discover and starting to acknowledge where is these capacities that you have that you are not nurturing. And what what would it take for you to like start being more of that in the world? Because currently in the world that we are living, like we are in desperate need of something different. Like if we are keep going the way that we are going, we won't the world the world won't I'm gonna say like even the world, like the humanity won't be able to sustain itself because the world will stay, like even if we won't be living here, and it will sustain itself. And like I would love to live more on this beautiful planet. It is planet heaven. Hmm.
Yeah. It's all I can think of is what greatness are we hiding?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like truly what greatness, and you can ask this question to yourself, like what greatness am I hiding from myself? And
Mm.
what did I decided would happen if I choose that? And what if you were willing to choose that no matter what going, do you know what? Even nobody else around me, oops, I apologize. There was some messages coming from Facebook. And like what if everybody, I'm just gonna close these, sorry. um even if everybody around you like choose to go into lack, even if they choose to go into hardness, what if you could choose to have ease? And like for me, that's one of the most beautiful things with the tools of access consciousness. It really empowers you to create your reality
Mm.
beyond like what's everything that's going on around the world. And I'm not talking about like insulating you in a bubble, but I'm talking about including all of the things that's going on in the world, like especially like more than ever there's a lot of insanity, there's a lot of havoc going on. And how many of you are in reaction of what's going on, which is, oh my god, this is so terrible, this is so bad, we have to fight with this, we have to change this? Or you're going into the alignment and agreement, which is, there is nothing that we can do, like the world is doomed, and all of that thoughts, feelings, and emotions, which doesn't give you any choice, instead of being with all of this without avoiding anything and going, what is my reality here?
Mm.
What can I choose? What is possible for me that I haven't considered? And you can ask, what is possible for me that I don't think is possible, that if I allowed the possibility would actualize a different reality?
Mm. Love that question.
Me too. And that's one of the things that access energy pools do contribute, allowing things to come into our life instead of us fighting to get things to come into our life. And that was how I was trained. Like you have to fight, you have to work hard, you have to put in the work. And I would do that, and still I wouldn't be able to actualize what I really desired. And when I was willing to lower my walls and barriers and really allow the universe to work with me, work for me, then everything started to show up in the weirdest ways that there was no way that I could figure that out cognitively. And that's the beauty of the energy, because it's not linear. It's not the rat race where you go, okay, I have to pass this person, or I have to work this much hours to get this amount of money. It's like, hey universe, what is the infinite possibilities here? What can I receive? Show me what's available. And I know it's so, as I was so entrained, especially when I first came to access consciousness, like I did require daily reminders because I was so wired to this reality. For me to get unwired and wired to my reality, I required these constant reminders and constant support over long period of time to really choose and pull something different into my life. That's why the energy pool series I'm doing is 21 days. We'll be starting tomorrow, but even if you're listening this live, a day or a couple of days from now, you can still join. There will be recordings, and we have translators, and we have Turkish translation available. We have French translation available. Ida will be translating, and there's Hungarian translation available as well. So how does it get any better? And if you know that you require some support to not getting lost in other people's thoughts, feelings, and emotions, come join us.
And
Beautiful.
even if your language is not available yet, please request it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much, Ida, for being here with me and for your questions. And how does it get any better? And thanks so much, everybody that's watching, and wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And if you haven't watched, I actually did record a gift energy pools yesterday. I will pop that into the comments. You can listen to that. And if you'd like to have more of it, come join us for the 21 days. Mwah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.